We are grinding to reach Aquatic Temple, and with the new event, we should be able to do it today. And I truly am excited for this dungeon. If you guys didn't know, Aquatic Temple is actually my favorite dungeon in the game. Also, oh my, yo, wait, do we one-shot the mobs? Yo, wait, hold up. Oh my gosh, we one-shot the mobs. That is insane. I completely forgot, but Dungeon Quest completely reworked all of the enemy health and damage. And yeah, for mid-game dungeons, it's like 50% less health and damage, which is like, oh my gosh, that is actually one of the best updates they could have ever done. Man, this is gonna make Noob to Godly so good. So to explain the update to you guys who don't already know what it is, pretty much every single dungeon in the game has a complete rework on enemy health and damage, with them getting lower and lower as the dungeons get higher and higher. But for Volcanic Chambers, last episode, I was like barely two-shotting the monsters. It was more like a three-shot. But now I'm completely able to one-shot. That is actually so good, bro. Dude, I'm not gonna lie, we've been having some banging updates recently. Like, these updates have been so good. And also, we leveled up to level 152. And as mentioned in the start of the video, there is currently a 2x XP event going on, and it lasts for another 4 days, so I'm gonna try to pump out as many episodes as possible. But one thing I really don't know is if the XP boost from this event actually stacks up with purchasable XP boosts. So if I'll actually get like a 4x XP boost. I think it's only 3, I don't think it like stacks with itself. But yeah, you guys will probably have to answer that in the comment. But man, maybe I won't have to go glass scanning anymore because of this update. Dude, this update was an update needed for such a long time. Like, I have been complaining about mob damage and mob health since the very beginning, and it's good that they finally made this change. However, another change that really needs to come with this one is, of course, doing more item drops, but more importantly, having a complete XP rework. That is the next step, and I think they're probably going to do that, because they are definitely in the right direction. But also, we got Greg on our very first round. Yeah, our Greg RNG in this series has been very, very good. Also, we got 3 pieces of trash. But man, I am just so happy this update came, because now I won't have to spend as long trading for like good gear in the dungeon. Maybe I'll be able to solo future dungeons with previous dungeon gear, or at least not have to get like the full purple set and all of that literal nonsense. Yeah, I'll try it in this video. I'm gonna try to do Aquatic Temple with only the gear that I get. I won't trade any gear. So yeah, you'll have to stick around to see that. No chance we get a 7-minute time. Oh, well, that's down the train. But we would have gotten a 7-minute time on this run. Oh my gosh. Ending the dungeon with 6 minutes left on the clock. This is literally the time I would have before the second boss. Man, I'm so happy this update came. What a godsend. Now, I know it's been a little bit since I've done Noob to Godly, but since then, a lot has changed. For one, of course, the 2x event actually came, which I don't really know the purpose of it. Yeah, I don't know why they did it, but I'm pretty happy that they did it. And yeah, we also got some like cool pictures, which have some things for the next dungeon. But as I mentioned last round, I'm gonna try to do Aquatic Temple with only the gear that I get. And I won't be trading at all. So man, we'll see if this update really is good. Ladies and gentlemen, I think that the XP is at an all-time high. I don't think I would have ever said this, considering the fact that last episode, I made it very clear that we wouldn't be hitting new dungeons every video, but bro, that might change. We have gained almost an entire level up from a single round of Volcanic Chambers. Yeah, the progression is absolutely insane. And I do think that the XP boosts are legitimately stacking. So man, I really gotta freaking play this game while this XP boost lasts. This is literally a godsend. But going back to the topic of Aquatic Temple, the dungeon will definitely change a lot in a lot of ways. Number 1, the step up from Volcanic Chambers to Aquatic Temple in terms of difficulty is a brutal one. I think Aquatic Temple is in like the top 3 most difficult dungeons in this game because it is very hard. Especially the 2nd and 3rd bosses along with all of the enemies are some of the most difficult ones in the entire game. But man, it's my favorite dungeon. And I know that's kind of an unpopular opinion, but I'm hoping by the end of this like XP boost time, we'll at least have gone to Enchanted Forest. I think that's a very achievable goal goal. So yeah, subscribe to watch me do it, because this is about to go crazy. The next few episodes are about to be some of the best ones on this series. Really, the main reason why these dungeons aren't as good as they would be is because of the progression. But now that the progression is super fast, this series is about to be like some of the best it's ever been. We really could not have gotten a better time to have this XP boot. Dude, I don't think the progression has been this fast since like freaking Pirate Island, maybe, if that even. I would say more like Desert Temple or Winter Outpost. And that might be a little bit of an exaggeration, but this is so good, especially for Volcanic Chambers, which is where the progression definitely takes a huge nosedive. Now, I wish I would have mentioned this earlier, but to those of you guys who haven't actually watched like last episode, we did manage to pull an enhanced inner focus, as kind of seen like right now. And we did it through cosmetic gifting and a lot of trading, but this is definitely an important thing to get. Also, we literally leveled up again. Dude, this is crazy, bro. At the start of this match, I was like a little over halfway to leveling up. Truly, I've never seen the progression this good, and I probably said that a million times in the series, but that's because we've just been so fortunate. Even the Lava King, I'm doing so much more damage. Honestly, Voldex did such a W update with this freaking mob damage and mob health reduction. They could not have done a better change. And we got trashed. Man, I'm still baffled at really how good this progression has been. Now, normally I do play boss raids at the start of the episode, but I'm trying to save it. I think I'll probably do like just one round when we hit Nightmare, and the other 4 when we hit Aquatic Temple, because I really want to make sure that I'm getting as much Aquatic Temple gear as possible, because despite the enemy boss health rework, I think it will still be very difficult with only Volcanic Chambers gear. And I know the daily rewards commonly are used to screwing me over. I legitimately don't think I've ever gotten something good in my daily reward. It's so bad. But despite all of these good updates that Voldex has been doing for Dungeon Quest, I really think that's like not what we really need right now. I think players have been looking for a huge update to really like come back to the game, because we've been getting a lot of small stuff. Also, we reached level 154. Going back to what I was saying, of course, I think that a new dungeon would likely bring back a lot of the player base for Dungeon Quest, because I know that even me and a lot of other people have not really been playing this game just because of how little there is to do. Truly, once you get like your good set and your craftable weapon, you're pretty much done with this game, and there isn't too much of an incentive to come back. Now, I don't really know like which percentage of the players is actually like high level and who is actually like trying to progress, but I would assume a lot of the player base is high level. And of course, we'll probably be able to test this assumption when the new update comes. Me personally, I do think that Dungeon Quest could hit like 20k players, if not even more, which really shows that Dungeon Quest's biggest audience is the higher level player. However, I really don't know. But all I really do know is that Dungeon Quest has been in a way better state since Voldex actually came in, the new Dungeon Quest developers. And I think while a lot of people kind of hate them and don't trust them at all, I'm starting to actually really like them and starting to like the updates. Obviously, I don't like all of the pay-to-win stuff, but I think the things they've been doing have actually been very good. And I know a lot of you guys will disagree, but truly, I think if this next dungeon is good, I think it would probably win a lot of players' trust. Man, what's crazy about these Noob to Godly episodes is literally every episode I do, a new update come. I swear, these Noob to Godlies have just become like news videos. But with that, the Lava King has been slain. And we got, nah, that's not that good. But man, we are so close to Nightmare. And then we should very quickly get to Aquatic Temple. And I'm truly excited. I'm just so glad that this event came, because without it, this would definitely not be the same episode. Yeah, there's no chance I would have made it to Aquatic in this episode had the event not had came out. And some goals for Nightmare would probably be to get like a legendary if possible. I'm not gonna go out and trade for it, especially with like the mob damage rework, just because I feel like it wouldn't be that worth it. Like, I probably will already do a lot of damage, but I think we should level up on like the next section of mobs. And I'm definitely gonna leave because Volcanic Chambers Insane has practically nothing of value. Yeah, another thing they could definitely do is make it worth playing Insane mode. And we leveled up to level 155, so we can finally get out of here. Now, I usually go and collect my daily rewards when we hit Nightmare, but this time I'm going to save it for Aquatic Temple, because we're not going to be trading for any gear when we reach Aquatic Temple. So yeah, this time around, I'm just going to trade for the entire set, and maybe a legendary if possible. So yeah, I'll cut to when I get it. And we're back with the full set of, I think it's called Molten Armor or something. Yeah, Molten Forged Mage Armor, that's what we got. And also, if you look at my inventory, you will see that we have a Lava King spell daggers. And yeah, we actually got a very good deal on it. We didn't have to trade a single legendary. So honestly, I'm super happy with that. And honestly, rate the drip, bro. This drip honestly be dripping. And the spell we got is an Amethyst Blast, which does about 11.8 trillion, which I don't think is too much, but it should be enough for Nightmare. So yeah, let's go and play it for the very first time. Man, it's crazy. I don't think I've ever ran Mage in Volcanic Chambers. So this set is all new to me. But checking out our damage, we do... Oh my gosh, we almost one-shot them. We will be able to one-shot with the legendary. Yeah, dude, I am just waiting till we can get the legendary. That will be so good. It's like just barely reaches a one-shot level. And if I had 2 of the spell, we'd probably be able to one-shot. But honestly, this spell is sick. It has so much range to it. And also, it's kind of a satisfying spell to pull off. So to be honest, Nightmare isn't too bad. Also, wait, I just said that and I died, bro. That is embarrassing. To be honest, I am just speedrunning this dungeon. I just want to reach Aquatic Temple. I think the only issue with doing this will probably be like the second boss, because when you don't do much damage on the second boss, he becomes very difficult. But honestly, this set looks very drippy. I've never used it before. This is one of the only sets I've never used. But I think this will definitely continue, because I don't usually run Mage, or I didn't when these dungeons were the highest. But I think overall, Mage is proved to be a much better class. But what's not better is this freaking respawn area. Bro, why do I respawn like all the way over here, forcing me to walk through this entire area? Yeah, it's quite annoying to die. Also, we did a few of our quests. We did 2 daily quests, which was defeating 300 enemies from Volcanic Chambers, along with obtaining 2 epic items from dungeons. Also, we got obtaining 18 weapons from Volcanic Chambers. So we got quite a bit of XP. Yeah, we almost got like a half a level. I definitely noticed that the progression isn't as fast, which is to be expected with the difficulty change. Oh, I got such good RNG. Oh my gosh, that spawned right next to the thing. Yeah, this dungeon boss is a little bit RNG because of the spawn placement of the geysers. You could either get a poor spawn and have to walk like 80 miles just to get to the area, or you could get it nice and close. Like this right here is a poor spawn. I have to walk through the entire war zone to get to the area. Also, oh my gosh, we don't even get one-shotted anymore. Yo, we're playing Nightmare as a glass cannon. We don't even get 2-shotted. I completely forgot that even enemy damage is so much better. So running glass cannon actually would not even be a bad idea anymore. Dude, this is so great. I completely forgot about that. Man, truly the last thing we need is an XP rework. If we got that, I would literally be happy with this game. I think really the biggest thing about Aquatic Temple, however, is definitely its length. Aquatic Temple is one of the longest dungeons in the game, which is gonna make it quite a bit more annoying. However, I honestly don't mind. As long as we're able to pretty easily do it with this new change, it should be fine. But dude, Aquatic Temple, you have to walk up freaking whole structures and stuff, go up the stairway to heaven. It is a crazy dungeon. Also, I'm still carrying this rock. What is going on? I literally have like a rock over my head. I think that a lot of glitches from these previous dungeons could also be changed. That's something I'm not too concerned about. Really, what I'm excited about with Aquatic Temple is getting out of the freaking depths of the world, bro. I swear, I have not seen sunlight in this game for so long. I guess that's what me and my Dungeon Quest character have alike. And with that, the Lava King has been defeated with 2 minutes left. That's not really ideal time, but it should get better as we get the legendary. So since we have 5 daily challenges, I'll probably just do 1, just so we can kind of get some good Volcanic Chambers gear, if that were possibly gonna happen. And also, I believe tier 3 or I think tier 3 will become available to us in just 4 levels when we hit Aquatic Temple. So we'll be able to do that, considering the fact we literally nearly one-shot the boss. That's crazy. But defeating the Goliath, we get the biggest pile of trash I could have ever imagined. But boys, we are officially able to equip the Lava King spell daggers. And dude, honestly, these are the most mediocre legendary weapon I have ever seen. Yeah, this legendary does not look all that great. Yeah, it's really not a good sign when the trail is literally the best part about the legendary. And I think I'm going to be a little bit risky and try Nightmare Hardcore on Volcanic Chambers to see how we do. I unfortunately don't have any passive heal rings, so we will have to manually heal if we ever need it. But you know, we should be able to do this as a hardcore run. We one-shot the monster. Well, maybe we one-shot. Let's see. Yeah, I very easily one-shot the mobs. Also, we got another weekly quest from obtaining 30 Volcanic Chambers items. If you guys watched the last episode or 2 episodes ago, I don't remember when I talked about about it. I made a huge complaint saying that the quests are not really relevant to some players, where they ask players like me to do like 10 rounds of steampunk sewers when I'm literally in volcanic chambers. And it does seem like they fixed this issue, because I have not gotten a single quest making me play an older dungeon. So honestly, W on them. Very, very good update to the quest log, because no chance on earth I'm playing an older dungeon just to get like barely any XP. But I gotta kind of lock in, because I don't think I did this on hardcore in the last series. So this will be the very first time I ever do this hardcore. Oh my gosh, I have to actually lock in, especially boss number 2. That guy is brutal without it. Also, we took some damage, but it's not the end of the world. We can tank a few hits. But unfortunately, I don't have any healing on my ring, so I have to manually heal. Also, one other thing that changed with the quest log is it looks like they added quite a few more. Like, there's now 4 instead, and it looks like they instantly refresh. Also, if I complete all 3 quests, I will get 100 platinum, which is kind of good, because we can use that to get, like, cosmetics and stuff. Yeah, bro, these recent updates have honestly been so good. There is no way to argue against them. They have just been insanely good. I don't think a single player in this entire game did not like these recent updates. But bro, I have to lock in on this boss. Why did you have to spawn there? That's not good. If I literally lose while one-shotting the monsters, that will be so embarrassing. Dude, why do these holes keep spawning like 10 miles away from me? I swear this is deliberate. But that's okay, because we will win in the end. Completely no-hitting the entire boss. To be honest, I think that there's actually a good chance we'll be able to beat Aquatic Temple today. Although I don't know. We'll be guaranteed making it to that dungeon. However, beating it is a whole nother game. Honestly, like, this is the most satisfying dungeon ever, bro. Playing this on hardcore with this legendary and this beautiful looking set honestly feels so satisfying, and it's the most fun you can have playing dungeon quest. But I have to lock in on the Lava King. We are on hardcore, but if we can do this, we'll have proven that hardcore is no match for a Dungeon Quest pro like me. Oh, maybe a Dungeon Quest noob. Oh my gosh, wait, I'm about to die. No. Okay, I'm using a revive potion. I don't care. I'm using a revive potion. Yeah, I guess that's kind of what they're there for anyways. To be honest, I don't think I would have ever used those revive potions without. Dude, I literally never play hardcore. And no way I die again. No way. I'm literally one shot. If I die again, that will be so embarrassing. Okay, he's only one shot. He's one shot. All I have to do is just do this and he's dead. There we go. And we got, oh my gosh, we got a lot of XP. And we got a bunch of trash for this round. Hey, you know, we did it on hardcore. I'm pretty happy with that. But man, we are so close to Aquatic Temple. Truly, this episode has not taken long. And to be honest, I am very excited. Also, we just completed a mission which was defeating 1,100 enemies from Volcanic Chamber. So yeah, let's go and claim this reward. And we are nearly able to level up, which is very nice. But truly, I gotta mentally prepare for Volcanic Chamber, because I'm gonna need the best gear possible, and I'm saving all of my loot to be able to get it. And I think we could just possibly do it. And I probably won't play any more hardcore just because of like how stressful it is, and also because I really don't need the gear. We've truly gotten the only item we really need, which is of course the legendary spell. While I might go for an ultimate and stuff like that, we don't need it for quite a long while. And also we leveled up to level 158, and I really cannot get over this new leveling screen. It's honestly so cool. But what's nice is we only have 2 levels left. Legitimately, this might have been like the fastest progression I've ever had. 9 levels in a single video, and it not even taking longer than like a regular episode is just baffling to me. But here we are on the Lava King, who is actually a reasonably difficult boss. However, compared to the Sea King of Aquatic Temple, he is nothing. This dude pales in comparison to that boss. That boss legitimately is like top 3 hardest bosses in Dungeon Quest, if not the hardest boss in all of Dungeon Quest. Yeah, maybe there's some Gilded Skies bosses that beat him, but that's literally all I can think of. When it comes to bosses, that dungeon is brutal. But with that, the Lava King has been defeated. And let's go! Yo, we got, what is that? A tier 1 gray mage piece? Dude, I'll take that any day of the week. Let's go. And the better thing is that our armor was actually severely lacking before. We only had like a green mage armor. So this will really account for that. And it might be the only thing we use in Aquatic Temple. So I'm going to go and upgrade this, because this is going to be very valuable. And yeah, this stuff does quite a bit more, and it's also pretty drippy. If I got the helmet, we would be in the full set of drip. But man, let's play our last rounds of volcanic chambers and finally reach Aquatic Temple. But man, let's test out the power of this Lava King mage armor. Now, as you could probably see, I did cut quite a few rounds out, but bro, this XP has been so good. But what this also means is that we are less than a single level away from leveling up to level 160. And before we go and play Aquatic Temple, I want to do a few rounds of boss raids, well, pretty much all of the remaining rounds I have left, just so we can accumulate a lot of Aquatic Temple gear, because this is going to be very important, because I'm not going to be trading at all. That is the challenge for this video, and seeing if I really can do Aquatic Temple. I'm not that great at the dungeon, but it is just very difficult as well. Yeah, it's harder than even the next dungeon, which is Enchanted Forest, which really just goes to show you how difficult that dungeon really is. Also, in our quest log, if we complete 5 quests, we'll get 1000 platinum, and I only have 2 days left to complete this, but this should be pretty easy because we only have to do 28 dungeons in Nightmare and then 44 in regular, but we're already halfway done with those. So man, we're about to get some platinum, bro. I'm about to be rich. But man, never would I have thought that we would get 9 levels in a single episode again. I definitely think that the XP boosts are stacking, because no chance this is only 3 times XP. This has to be like 4. Also, we got Greg. I swear, every game, bro, it's Greg. I am so fortunate to be getting this many Greg. I think there's a chance we might be able to craft the first weapon. I guess I'll go check after this round. Man, I wish we would have leveled up before we got Greg, but it is what it is. And with this Greg, we got 3 pieces of garbage. I really think we're going to be leveling up like right on the final boss. It's going to be very close. Yep, it will definitely be on the Lava King. Man, this is the final run. I'm so happy to be leaving this dungeon. This dungeon was honestly fun to play through, however, kind of pales in comparison to the future dungeons to come. And with this new event, it should be better than ever. Man, just let me defeat this boss, bro. The final game, I swear, feels like the longest one. But just like that, we reached... Oh, shoot! We reached level 160 and also got a legendary. Man, that is crazy, bro. We got a legendary and leveled up. And the pot of it is actually better than the one I currently have. So if we don't get any good Aquatic Temple weapons, I'll be sure to upgrade that one. But of course, let's go ahead and collect our daily reward and pray I get something good. Just one good thing, please. Oh, dude, bro, I might be over-exaggerating, but this is so lucky. We got a blue aquatic mage armor. Dude, that is actually so lucky. Bro, let's go, dude. I would probably not even get this from trading. That is actually good. Now we have to do our 4 daily challenges and see if we get something good. And I'm obviously not going to attempt tier 3 because that's not going to be too great. Man, the luck is actually going crazy, and it's near the end. Well, I guess near the beginning of Aquatic Temple. But for our first Goliath run, we get... Oh, we got a spell. I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, there's no complaints from me. Now we have the armor and the spell. Just need the helmet and the weapon. The weapon is probably going to be the hardest part. The weapon may be very difficult to get, because I really ideally want to get like a tier 1 weapon from Insane. But to be honest, I'll settle with like a high quality tier 2 if we need be. All right, but for our second Goliath, we get... Yeah, that's absolutely horrible. Okay. All right, well, hopefully we get something good for our next challenge, dude. I'm literally pumping these out because we're gonna have to use this gear. I can't trade for anything. So, like, the only thing I want right now, just a good weapon. I don't care about the helmet. Just give me a good weapon. Oh, shoot. Yo, we actually did get a good weapon. I think this is actually a tier 2 or maybe even tier 1 weapon. It is green, so it's not gonna be amazing, but honestly, I'll take it. Yeah, especially with, like, these older dungeons, you have to have a very good eye to catch, like, good drops. And this aquatic defender, I believe, is either tier 2 or tier 1. And really, the tier means more than everything. The color, bro, color, it literally means nothing with weapon. But now that we got the weapon, we just need the helm. And if we could drop a helm, I'd be really happy. All right, well, unfortunately, you can't win them all. However, I did get a purple thing, so that might be good. And we got a beautiful set of aquatic temple armor. I forgot to equip the spell. Let me go and equip that. Yeah, it's this beautiful water orb spell. And look at how long that took. That took maybe like a minute just to get this entire set. So yeah, don't be saying that I literally like cheat in my noob to godlies. I legitimately go and get this gear. But yeah, putting that aside, we do about... Okay, I guess it's glitched. We did about 25Q in the last tick that I did, which should be good enough to do aquatic temple. But no more yapping. Let's do the dungeon. Man, this dungeon is absolutely beautiful. I am so happy to be being in this dungeon. But of course, we got to check out our damage, and we do. Oh my gosh, yo, this is free then. We easily two-shot the mobs. Yeah, there's literally no chance we lose. But I'm not gonna lie, this spell is kind of trash, so I'm gonna switch it. Yeah, I'll use like this beam spell. But dude, look at this map, bro. Look at the water, bro. I can never like stop simping for this dungeon. This is just my all-time favorite dungeon, and I think it forever will be. Especially the music in this dungeon. The music is so fire. And out of all dungeons, I think this is probably like one of the most immersive dungeons in the game. Truly, it makes you feel like you're in this world. But we're on the first boss called the Temple Core Generator, and we are actually doing kind of decent. But man, it feels so good to finally be seeing like the daylight, bro. I know it's just a video game, but this dungeon, it kind of does it for you. Like, this boss just looks so cool. You can see the rotating parts on his body. Yeah, this is like the true robotic Aquatic, and arguably one of the most unique dungeons in the game. But not gonna lie, my damage is still like not really amazing, so I will still have to lock in. Like, despite the fact that I two-shot the mobs, it's still gonna be a little bit hard to win. But I truly think if we do good on the second and third bosses, this should be winnable. And I'll prove the fact that I can do it even without trading. And also maybe disprove the faking videos allegation. Man, but like, look at this view. You can see so far out. If it wasn't for like the little graphical glitch, it would be so much better. But I especially love the monsters in this dungeon. Something this dungeon really did was it added a completely new style of monsters, bringing back the one scene from Volcanic Chambers while also implementing the dungeon style from Orbital Outpost. And I really think of all dungeons in this game, this dungeon probably has the best monsters. You could maybe say Yokai Peak because it has a lot of them, but this dungeon really, they just have like such cool designs to them. But the mages, these guys right here, the temple spirits, are very brutal. You have just a tiny little space, and if you don't dodge, it is actually terrible. Also, the spawn placement is bad. I really got to get used to this dungeon. We have to win this, bro. We have to win this to prove that you don't need trading to be noob to godly in Dungeon Quest. Yeah, if it wasn't for this rework, I would definitely not be able to do this. But I have no excuse. The rework came, so I literally have no excuse not to win. But we're on 6 minutes and we're not at the second boss, which is not really amazing time. You should be at the second boss by this time. Really, the enemies will do it to you from this dungeon. The enemies are very brutal. And it's gonna be good getting the spell called Aquatic Smite, which is the Nightmare Mage spell, because that one is quite a bit better. And also, we got Greg. I swear we get Greg every game. It's literally not even exciting anymore to get Greg, just because of how much I get him. Also, the coin, how am I supposed to get this coin? Yo, it's like mid-air. What the frick? Bro, that is literally unfair, dude. What? Okay, maybe he'll spawn it in like a more kind place. No, he did not. Bro, what the frick is this guy's problem? He spawns the coins where I can't get them. Dude, what is this glitch? Alright, well, I guess I kind of just have to give up because Greg clearly is not on my side today. Yeah, like, bro, what is this? 3 coins in a row. Alright, well, I'm not gonna harp on it. I don't care that much. What I do care about is beating this dungeon. And just look at this walkway, bro. You're like walking on the same level of the water. And really just the build up to the final boss is some of the best you'll see. Really, the build up in this dungeon is what makes it so good. And also, we haven't even made it to the second boss and we already have like quite a bit of XP. Hopefully by the end of this event, I can make it to Enchanted Forest because we will be set for this series. If I can get Enchanted Forest with this XP boost, we will be like almost approaching the end. Really, Enchanted Forest is one of the final dungeons. It's the dungeon right before the final 3. Look at this. We're ascending up this entire mountain thing and getting to the second boss. The second boss is quite brutal, but the good thing about the second boss is he's directly next to the final boss, so we won't have to do too much more. And this is it, the ancient temple protector. You can also see like kind of the way we went, but this guy has like a brutal one-shot move that you have to be careful. Also, I forgot, but he has very annoying camera shake, which I really hope is not that bad. Yeah, the camera shake on this boss is the worst of any boss in Dungeon Quest. Yeah, if you see my camera shake up and down, that is not me that's doing it. That is literally this boss. He also does this very precise attack. I have to be careful. The thing with camera shake is you have to keep your mouse like consistently at the same spot. Do not move and try to fight against the camera shake because you will not win. Camera shake is more powerful than you could ever be. If you don't fight it, it, it's not too bad. However, it's really bad all of the time. But honestly, besides the camera shake, this boss is one of the coolest ones in Dungeon Quest. His attacks are super unique and really change things up. And also, we beat him without a single death. That is honestly crazy. Yeah, I'm really excited to get a better spell. This spell is honestly like doo-doo. It's good in volcanic chambers, but it's not good in this dungeon. But here we are on like the stairway to heaven, bro. This dungeon cannot be beaten, at least for me, bro. Also, how did I not die there? How did I not die there? Dude, if I can get to the final boss with like 230, I think we can do it. I think that is just enough time to be able to beat the dungeon. Dude, if we can beat this dungeon, that would be crazy, bro. Even in the last series, I didn't come close to beating it on first attempt. Last series, it took me like a full purple set of warrior armor just to even be able to come close to beating it. And these reworks really make things good. And here we are on the Sea King, which is one of the hardest bosses in Dungeon Quest. If I just lock in though, this attack right here, this attack is the brutal one. But if I can just like stand there, that'll be good. Also, we got good RNG, so we haven't died yet. Okay, well, we died now. That's not good. We still have plenty of time, but if I keep racking up these deaths, it won't be good. Ladies and gentlemen, we have to beat this dungeon. Also, this boss for his attacks honestly look cool. He also has like the warrior legendary in his hand, which is a cool idea brought back from Canals. But dude, this boss is crazy. He also has like green safe zones, which I honestly don't know what they do. I think they're for multiple people, but he's so close. Honestly, the one thing I don't like about this dungeon is probably like the final boss music. It's kind of mid, but the final boss himself is really nice. But with that, the Sea King has been defeated with 40 seconds left. Man, what a game, bro. I am honestly so happy with how this turned out. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I have episode 14 on the screen for you guys. So definitely go check it out because we'll probably be trying to make it to Enchanted Forest. And for now, I'll see you guys later.